The one thing I wanted to say, like today's topic is how is the modern man failing in today's society? I
This
see that
big
too.
movement probably in the last 5 years. People call it the red pill movement and all that. We've been taught that we have a feminine side. We don't at all, not even a little bit. They're being given all types of medications to calm them down, where they're just actually being exactly how they're supposed to be.
Dad, they said we're helping you clean the floors. They dumped the cereal out the box and swim in it. I would have got my ass beat from my mom if I did that. This is why so many of the people, the men, have been emasculated because they've been brought up into, say, a 5-sister household.
If you only are around women or primarily around women in your formative years, then who else, what other traits can you take if your father is not there, or if your father is not stepping up or did not step up and be the man you needed to see? But I'm just saying though, men are imprinted on by women like that, either intentionally, unintentionally. They're going to be men. They're not going to lead. They're not going to provide. They're not going to protect because they don't know how.
You're not your grandfather's man.
Oh, don't get me started on our grandfathers that had 17 kids out of wedlock, or the grandpa used to beat their
The white
wives,
beater, that's where the white
you
beater
know?
shirt came from.
But we're also trying to bring you back from this people-pleasing, nice guy stuff that women don't like. I remember watching it was two women on social media, and they were saying, they were like, they want a man that could actually stand up and tell them like, hey, you need to chill out and stop, calm down. A lot of nice guy syndrome, a lot of people pleasing, not being assertive, and a lot of guys just not feeling like they're enough. 20 years ago, mental health wasn't really right. No one was really talking about it. Wasn't really on the scene. So you would see a lot of us as men masking it. We would not be able to communicate. We would struggle with our emotions. Go back 20, 30 years and look at what the fathers, look at the Homer Simpsons, look at Peter Griffin, look at SpongeBob, look at any one of those Disney shows. All the men look stupid, dumb, incompetent, ridiculous, just dumb. It is such a blessing for a woman, and I've encountered many women. It's such a blessing for them to find a guy that can hold his own and lead and ambitious. So that's the thing with women. Yeah, they're strong. They can do that.
Correct.
They don't want to have to do that. They want to
Yep.
be, what do they say? They want to rest in their femininity. I believe the attack on men, the attack on masculinity, which has been there from the history of time, is very concentrated because men are made in the image.
Dana White said, if you're in this era and you're a different type of man, you can take over the world.
There are skills
Yep.
and strategies you can put in place right now that can change your life forever. If you're looking for someone to berate you, if you're looking for someone to emasculate you, if you're looking for someone to just amen you and tell you how great you not being emotional is and how great you sleeping with 10 different women in one night is, if you're looking for that, just log off and go find
Please,
that
yep.
somewhere else. But a woman cannot teach a man how to be a man. So here you are. We can do that. We can teach you how to lead. We can teach you how to provide. We can teach you how to protect beyond just I make decisions, I make money, and I beat up people who come our way.
We're trying to help you get to a place where you can be happy with yourself and be proud of yourself. To not seek the validation, the outside attention, the likes, the things, the false narratives that's going on in the world.
If you want your homework after today, right after this is done, is to go watch 300 and watch how Leonidas moved throughout the entire movie. It is the perfect example of what it means to be a man who could lead, provide, and protect. There was absolutely no weakness in any of his vulnerability, even on his last breath. But now that we have the tools and the abilities, and if you guys come work with us, you'll get the tools and abilities on how to manage your emotions, right? Learn what they mean so that you can actually make better decisions in certain situations.